Hey guys, how's it going? It's Arit here. Let's talk about how to be good at selling when you hate selling. Let me tell you guys, I can totally relate to this. I would be so anxious every time I had to sell a ticket to one of my shows or my album. And I would feel like I'm asking for money. I would get nervous because I felt like I was taking rather than giving something. And the way that I got over that fear was really just a mindset shift. It was turning things around in my mind to say, I'm not taking anything. I'm actually giving something of value here. Think of it as giving value. You're helping someone create a great experience with your product or solving a problem of theirs with your product. People will pay for your product or service if they see that it has value to them. And if you don't believe in that value, how can you possibly convince someone else to buy your product? And that's really all that selling is you're helping someone with your product or service. To be good at selling, you need to be good at people, at communicating. You need to build those relationships with other people. When I first went on tour, Jewel would always tell me to come out after the show and come into the lobby area of the venue and stand beside my merchandise and my albums to help sell more products. And I would get so anxious about doing this. I would get anxious about standing out there and promoting my CDs, my albums. But I realized when I was doing this more often is that it's all about building relationships with people. People would come out after the show and they would compliment me on what a great show it was and my voice, and they would ask me about the merchandise on the table without me even saying, hey, buy my album. And it was just about really talking to people, starting that conversation with them, telling them my story about how I got started, telling them how crazy it was to put my first album together, and they would go and buy it. So what I realized was that I was really in my own head about this whole selling thing. I had to tell myself, stop thinking about yourself and start thinking about your audience, who you're helping, my audience in my show, about the people who buy my CDs, about the little girls who come up to me after the show and ask for my autograph. So start thinking about what it is that you offer and how does it create that great experience for other people? How does it help them? What value do you provide with your products or service? And just create conversations around that. Tell stories around your product or service. And when you're talking about your products or services with other people, don't try to convince them to buy your product. Help them see the value in what it is that you're offering and how it can help them. When you come at it from that angle, guys, selling becomes a lot easier and more about just creating relationships and building new friendships with other people. So I hope that's been helpful for you guys. Let me know by leaving a comment down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Back from the dead.